Broadcasting from Cincinnati, you're listening to the Ringside Reporter Podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorda.
Floyd, you're promoting Adrien for his fight this weekend. You've got Badu Jack fighting.
Yes.
Two totally different personalities. Is it different promoting either one of those guys?
Well, I had the chance, when Adrien was going through a little roller coaster ride, I brought him out to LA, brought him out to Vegas, brought him to the West Coast. We hung out, we communicated, we talked. Of course, talking and communicating is the same thing, but the main things we got together, and I just told him I wanted the best for him. Through it all, I want the best for you. You're very talented. Don't let that go down the drain. Go out there and take advantage of any situation that's put in front of you. And Adrian Broner is a hell of a fighter. You can't take that away from him. I mean, like he said himself, sometimes he can hurt himself, but it's all a part of growing. It's all a part of growth. It should be okay.
Have you seen the changes that you wanted to see? I mean, since Adrien came out to Vegas and you guys talked and everything, do you feel like he's back to being about business?
He called me. Sometimes he can go on a roller coaster ride, but I'll have to calm him down and tell him, think about your better half, think about your children, think about your mother. They all need you. And just be the best that you can be and stay focused and keep going out there working hard. That's what it's really about. With any situation, I think you should take a deep breath, think about it, stay composed, and handle the situation in a very positive way.
You were here in Cincinnati many, many years ago. I think that was the first time you ever saw Adrein Broner fight. Since that time, how much has he changed as a fighter?
Well, when I seen him fight, at that time I think he was undefeated. So I can't really say what a loss can do for a fighter, because for some fighters it can make you better. Some fighters come back stronger. Other fighters, you can mentally lose it. But I think he's a mentally strong person, and he's bounced back. He become world champion a couple more times. So, I'm proud of him.
Do you think he gets enough credit for that, for being able to bounce back?
I think any fighter should get credit that can bounce back. When you don't believe you can take a loss. When you take a loss and you bounce back and say, I'm going to be better this time, I think that should be the mind frame for every fighter. But every fighter, every athlete, or every person is not the same mentally. So you could just never say what's going to happen or how a person is going to turn out after taking a loss, and not just in boxing, but in life.
The interview.
Tell us about the hotel you bought. Where is it? What's the name of it? How can people stay there?
It's just an investment. I made smart investments. It's just a part of my real estate, portfolio, and I'm just blessed.
Now, one of the biggest stories in the world, not only in boxing, Chris Brown, Soulja Boy, Mike Tyson announced he's going to train Chris Brown. What do you think of that?
Mayweather promotion. I told you before. It's about entertainment. We're the past, the present, and the future of sports and entertainment. I've been communicating with Soulja Boy. I've been talking with Soulja Boy. And I look forward to sitting down with Chris Brown and talking with Chris Brown and see what we can come up with.
You always talk about thinking outside of the box. Is this kind of an example of that?
Absolutely. I don't know how Mayweather Promotions got pulled into it, but we're happy. And it should be entertaining.
How will it be different training Soulja Boy versus any other boxer? If you have involvement with training.
Once again, no one has seen me come on record and say anything. But I did come on record and say that Mayweather Promotions is doing this fight. You know, it's just like boxing. Everything takes time.
Because I heard Mike Tyson.
It's like a big fight. Everything takes time. There's no rush.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you, and either you or Leonard can answer this?
I said I heard Mike Tyson try to say he was actually training Chris Brown. I don't know if that was true. That would be good. Two champions training two entertainers.
I'm pretty sure you do a good job. Pretty sure you do a good job.
Is there anything you guys have to do differently, being that this isn't like an official boxing event? Are there different steps that you guys have to take in order to pull this off?
I know the steps that we have to take. You know, I don't want to announce it to the world. I know what we have to do. Well, we want, like I said before, we run a great company. We want to do everything by the book.
And that's what it is.
And was that a big brother step, just letting Adrian focus on more of his boxing?
It's not all about just inside the ring. You know, to go out there and perform well physically, you have to be right mentally. So I always want to make sure the fighters are right mentally before they go out there and perform physically.
Right.
Floyd, you're retired. Who do you see as the next superstar in the sport? There's only one Floyd. No one could beat you, but who could take over?
It's hard to tell. It's the first time. Is this the first time two fighters faced each other with the same name? It's all different. But Adrien and Adrian.
Battle of the spellings.
There's a lot of good fighters in boxing. I'm not like legendary fighters from the past that want to bash young fighters. I'm not here to bash fighters. I'm here to tell all fighters, Mayweather Promotions, our doors are open. We're here to help fighters grow. It's all about growth. This weekend we're doing an unbelievable fight card. Barclays, come to New York City, come hang out with us, come enjoy a great night of championship boxing.
What do you think of Gervonta Davis's chances next week?
Sport of boxing, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I just want everybody to come out and check out the fights. The guy, Gervonta's fight needs no push-up, and we understand that. He didn't become world champion, you know, by not working hard. He got to where he got to by working hard, staying focused, and doing what he has to do.
How is your relationship with him?
My relationship, I'm very, very busy. I'm very busy traveling the world. I don't just have fighters just in the U.S. I have fighters all around the world. You know, I'm on my way to Moscow, Russia. We just opened up a Mayweather. I got a boxing gym in Moscow, Russia. So I'm on my way over to Moscow. You know, one of my best friends lives in Moscow. He's my best friend Tim over in Moscow, Russia. So, you know, I have relationships with people all around the world, and I have fighters from all around the world, and we want to continue to grow and help young fighters.
Where does the win put Adrein Broner after this?
We don't want to overlook this guy. We don't want Adrien to overlook Adrien. So it's a good matchup. This guy is. He kind of reminds you of Marcus Maidana. He reminds you of Marcus Maidana. I don't know if he can punch like Maidana. You know, I've been in there with him.
We do. One thing we do know, he's always in action-packed fights, and every fight that he's come on the short end of the stick has been either split decision or majority decision. And he's fought undefeated fighters. You know, so we know one thing we do know is that he's coming to bring it February 18th, and it's going to be a great fight.
What's the name of the hotel so you can let us know who we're staying there, right?
I think it's a Fairfield Inn. I think it's Fairfield Inn.
What's the one thing Adrian is the most credit
It's a
for?
Fairfield Inn and
The speed of the power. What's the people overlook with Adrein Broner? They're not giving enough credit for his power.
I think Adrian Broner has both. I think he has speed. I think he has power. I'm looking for that old Adrian Broner, that combination. I'm looking for the old Adrian Broner with the combination. I think that's what fighters lack nowadays. Unlike, I think that what we do is we think about Money Mayweather instead of Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd was a 90% knockout ratio. Power puncher. Fast hands, power in both hands, combinations, fast legs, but still I was always mental. So I was able to last so long in the sport because I was so mentally strong. Nothing, I could never get discouraged from nothing. What I would do was anything that someone would say negative, I would take it. It would make me work hard, that much harder, to prove them wrong.
But how do you, as a fighter, how do you do that? Is that just something that you're born with to be able to handle?
I don't really know. I want, you know me. I just want me myself. I think my mental is totally different from any other fighter.
Let me touch on that. What I personally witnessed over the last 20 years is that when Floyd was active, he performed his best when he's not one of them type of fighters that had to go to training camp and listen to this, do this. He did things his way, and he evolved as a fighter, and he became great at just doing his thing. You know what I mean? Is that some people can't perform under adverse conditions, but he always rises to the occasion. He performs his best when a bunch of things are going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like he don't let outside distraction affect the way he performs.
What do you attribute that to?
Maturity and understanding how great you are and what you bring to the table.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to the Ringside Reporter Podcast. Check us out on the web at www.ringsidereporter.com, on Twitter @Ringside73, and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Ringside73. Subscribe to us on iTunes.